Huh. Who made the rules?
Good. Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous person or group who invented Bitcoin.
Obviously, it's got
Obviously.
Nakamoto's name all over it.
Yeah. Is he one of them space aliens? Who is he?
He runs around collecting mushrooms and coins and chases princesses. Their video game, right?
That sounds like
these
the
mad
person.
turtle shells that fly around.
Eric Corman, go ahead.
By the way, because of the emerging market sell-off that's happening on Wall Street right now, Bitcoins have just crossed $1,000, and they're $1,003 right now.
Should have done this yesterday.
So they're up. They're
How's
up.
Wall Street today, by the way? How's our government's Bitcoin doing?
It's pronounced SH coin
Yeah.
right now. Yeah,
It was down.
sorry.
Shcoin.
The market closed down 300 Friday. I haven't even looked today, but let's take a quick look here and see.
I was
what we're
wondering
looking
whether
at.
this was a correction or whether it was going to be a big disaster.
Is it like PayPal? Is that a
This? Yeah, kind of, yeah.
okay?
PayPal just keeps the money in dollars,
Right.
but you put money in your PayPal account and then you can use
You
it.
can use it to buy and sell online, like a PayPal account.
In fact, I
as a balance.
guarantee you, Google owns PayPal, right? Or is it eBay owns
no,
PayPal?
yeah, there you go.
eBay
eBay
owns
owns
PayPal.
PayPal.
I guarantee you the people at eBay are watching Bitcoin and figuring out how to turn PayPal into more of like a Bitcoin deal.
Yeah, I think Bitcoin is a big threat to PayPal, in
Yeah,
fact.
absolutely. They're both trying to do the same thing, only PayPal's doing it straight and narrow with dollars, and they don't necessarily have to. Yes,
The Dow is down 43 this morning.
43 is nothing.
compared to-
Nasdaq down 46 though. That's over 1% of the Nasdaq getting eaten away. So
Yeah, but I think that crash has slowed down. Probably be up by the end of the day. I didn't see anything in the world that was causing a stock market crash, except that it was rising too fast.
well, in China had some bad. They've had some slowdowns on some of their businesses and stuff.
And a major bank default in China, right?
Yeah, so they were a little worried that maybe this whole Chinese everybody we're
Yeah.
going to sell everything to China.
And again, call me like I don't buy it. I look at how many billions of people there are in Chinese and how they got a taste of technology and a taste of modernization. I don't think they're going to go, oh, let's just go back to our little hovels and stop growing. China has too many billions of people, and it's growing too fast for them to stop wanting, to modernize. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
We agree on everything, by the way.
It's funny you mentioned
weird,
China because back in November, when the price went from $200 to $1,000, one of the big speculated causes for that was the Chinese market entering into Bitcoin, and so Bitcoin boomed 5 times because a whole bunch of Chinese folks.
Did you get in on some Bitcoin like a year ago? Or?
No, I just got interested into it last November when the Silk Road got shut down, which I think you guys know about.
We heard about that. We told the
I mean,
story.
Bitcoin could be today's Google, Joe. I'm too conservative. I won't do it. But, I was the same way about Google.
Yeah.
And years later, I was like, well, should have invested.
And
in
Amazon. We had this same conversation 20 years ago about Amazon.
And I didn't invest in them. The reason is I just don't live that dangerously.
I know.
But I can usually get a sense that something's about to take off. This has that about to take off feel.
It's hard, though, after Silk Road shut down because now I don't know where to hire hitmen or get really cheap pounds of heroin.
Yeah.
Now I have to go to a number of different places
Yeah.
instead of
And
one
you
stop
put it,
shopping.
you put everything on Silk Road.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you have to use your hard-earned
Yeah,
U.S.
that's right,
dollars
yeah.
to
Yeah,
pay them.
and I have to go into dive bars and be like, does anyone know where I can hire a killer? And everyone's like, what? So it's
What
harder
this
on me.
illustrates whether or not and you hedged very nicely on this, whether or not Bitcoin is it, what this illustrates is how we make transactions has the potential to be internetized just the way everything else has. My excitement about that is think of the credit card model of taking 2 to 3% on every transaction, like old style record companies who took 80% of artists' earnings. That business model is no longer going to be viable. I think the banking system that we have is going to do everything like big tobacco to try and protect
their share,
cool
yeah.
little racket. But and things like this, they'll try to regulate them out of existence.
And the possibility of a currency for the world. I mean, one currency that the whole world can agree on. That's
But what can you buy? What can you buy with this today? What could I buy with not this little? I know this is a fraction of a penny. What could I buy with Bitcoin today? Say I had a huge pile of Bitcoin. What could I buy? Short of hitmen and heroin, because Jody's got me covered on that.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There's all sorts of retailers. The biggest one lately is Overstock.com.
Really?
Yep. Tiger Direct, which is a big online retailer, also. Just a few
Retailers are
days
starting
ago.
to jump on board because
That's
they
right,
see it
yeah.
as a way to get Facebook likes. They see it as a way to be considered forward thinking, and it's low risk for them to join too. So who cares, right? It's like there's no reason not to allow Bitcoin to be used.
Who cares? That's exactly what anyone's been saying about Overstock.com for the last 5 years.
That's right. They need the publicity.
Yeah.
Last week, the Golden Gate Casino in Vegas announced they're now accepting Bitcoin. And if you want
For
the best,
gambling?
No, for the $2 shrimp cocktails,
Oh, okay.
which are awesome, by the way.
Which is always a gamble, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't know where that ship has been.
Oh, they're good.
All right. So what else is hot and new on the internet besides Bitcoin that the average person? I mean, you know, I've been working with these guys long enough that I had to one day explain to Joe. Joe goes, he comes in one morning. I swear to God, this is a true story. Joe goes, "What the heck is Wi-Fi?" Do you remember that day?
Yes, but let's qualify this. That was 10
What is
plus years
Wi-Fi?
ago.
I
Right,
keep hearing
it was,
this
yeah.
Wi-Fi thing being thrown
it
around.
was.
What
Yeah,
is
well,
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi was new. We've done this long enough.
We've been doing this show for 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, typewriters were the way to go when we started.
Why isn't your phone connected to a wall?
So what else? What else should we be looking at?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't have a good answer.
You don't. Bitcoin is it right now.
Yeah.
That's the one that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you do, Jesse?
I am a IT consultant downtown.
No kidding.
No kidding. Yeah,
Get out of
IT.
here, you son of a... He's
Cousin
lying.
IT. He was on the Addams Family.
yeah.
What?
Loved him.
You work at Mac Techs. Is that for people with Macintoshes?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
And what kind of Mac stuff do you work on?
Pretty much everything. We help small businesses do all manner of IT, from support all the way up to engineering.
Okay,
and
for small businesses, basically.
Yeah, small and large as well.
And large businesses as well. All right, Jesse Peterson. Bitcoin paper wallets. Let me see a paper wallet. Isn't it ironic that wow?
Where would
Isn't
you?
it ironic that to get rid of brick and mortar, you had to put Amazon.com in the largest brick and mortar building on the top of the hill in Seattle,
Right.
and that to get rid of money, you have to print paper.
And where are you going to put that? In your
Well, this
wallet?
is how much is this, by the way? This
The one you have is blank, but the two over here are worth $5 and $2 each.
oh, why did you give me the blank ones?
Because you're a sucker.
He gave Joe the
He
$5
gave me the
one,
$5.
and I got $2.
What is a paper wallet?
And who printed these?
I printed them on a normal printer. Anyone can.
Huh?
So why
So
is it
you
worth
can take
$2?
money from your account, print it, and hand it to somebody as paper.
That's right. So what I've done here with a paper wallet is you actually print out an account number
Okay.
and the associated password to be able to spend it. And you can invent those on the fly. But before, when we were on, we talked about the traceability of Bitcoin.
Yeah, now this is one of the things that bothers governments about Bitcoin. Let's say I'm